Shalom. Shalom and welcome. Welcome to Yasharal's Court, an end time series reflecting on things that we will face in these last days. It is a reflection of thoughts that will be geared towards set apart justice, that it is my belief that will contribute to the structuring of a nation and awakening nations. It is to highlight things that are of importance during these end times. It is to inform you that decisions will be on trial. Yes, our decisions are on trial. We will be held accountable for. We will judge. You will judge. My brothers and sisters, believe it or not, whether we use the word judge, render a verdict, or decide, they each have the same meaning or are akin to one another. Yasharal's Court, my brothers and sisters, identifying priorities as we discover that we are in a process of being refined for our final exodus or for our final days on this planet as we know them before the return of Yahushua Messiah. This segment of Yasharal's Court is the ninth priority, the ninth installment. It is entitled Quick and Difficult Decisions. My brothers and sisters, I will continue to use a question and answer format, so to speak, regarding the contents of this segment. I pray that this series serves or contributes to one asking questions with the intent to either draw closer together to the family of Yasharal, the body of one in unity, or consider strongly coming away from the things they believe are divisive and contrary to set apartness of the Most High. End times are here, and soon we will realize the time will come when we will make final decisions that will affect us the remaining days on this planet. With that said, let us now add this ninth priority, quick and difficult decisions, to the case of the installment, the series of Yasharal's Court. Today is September 3rd, 2014, and we continue to build a case for setting priorities under this series entitled Yasharal's Court. The belief is that Yasharal Courts provided a contribution towards establishing priorities during these end times. Key things to consider for the case of Yasharal's Court is, as I mentioned, decisions are on trial. You will judge. There will be set apart justice and the emergence and visibility of the structuring of a nation. It is recommended, in order to fully benefit by the information presented in this case labeled Yasharal's Court, that you examine each segment in sequential order, beginning with the introduction, in order to fully grasp what is being said. With that said, here's the first question. When do you believe we will face times when quick and difficult decisions will rise among us? And why is this segment important? My response to that question is, end times are here and conditions will get intense in the foreseeable future. During intense times, people will begin to run to and fro seeking valuable resources such as fresh water and food. People will also be looking for a safe place to lay their heads. People will be frantic, looking for loved ones as well as that safe place to live. End times, as they become intense, will prove that it will be a time when we will begin witnessing the children of the Most High Father, who will be in the ranks of the final Exodus, structured and gathered together. Scriptures inform us of times when our days will be shortened. With this in mind, we will no longer have the opportunity to drag our feet and be slow to respond. End times bring a season where we will soon witness the opportunities for a second, third, fourth, or even multiple attempts to get it right. Things right will vanish before our very eyes. As end times become intense, we will be challenged with making quick and difficult decisions. It would be wise to realize the time is now to begin to train your mind, body, and soul to respond with precision as you believe you are led by the Spirit of Yahushua. It would be wise to come to the realities that what true discernment represents is the Spirit of Yahushua revealing, uncovering, making known. For as we grow in discernment, it will make for ease of responding quickly to difficult decisions. Quick and difficult decisions will not be something that one can avoid if they are still physically alive on this planet. Each of us will face challenges that demand a response, and we will soon see there will be times when it will demand quick and difficult decisions to be made. My brothers and sisters, choose wisely how you respond to living instructions, guidance, warnings, reproof, discipline, and right rulings. Another question: what do you believe will be the characteristics of some of the quick and difficult decisions we will face? My response to that question is, I am compelled to believe we will face choosing between discerning, trusting, and following the living orders of the Spirit of Yahushua, working through us and in us one towards another, versus making decisions based on the need for fresh water or food, based on the need for shelter. I also believe deciding who to follow or who to lead, along with identifying a destination as well as when to move, will also represent some of the critical challenges ahead as end times become intense. We will find that in some cases we will not have time to go back home to look for that loved one, mother, father, brother, sister, uncle, relative, child even. In some cases, my brothers and sisters, times will be very intense. We will discover forced transition. For those who are sensitive to the Spirit of Yahushua, who hear his words and heed his warnings and respond rapidly, once assured that it is indeed the Spirit of Yahushua leading, it will not be the experience of forced transition. My brothers and sisters, a monumental task will be when quick and difficult decisions regarding who to identify as Yasharal leaders and who to gather with. In other words, which group, assembly, or camp to become affiliated with. There are no doubts in my mind many will fall away due to poor decisions and unbelief. Currently, there are multitudes of diverse translations, teachings, and belief among those who are Yasharal, let alone those who are from various religious and different backgrounds and belief. These current conditions will not stop, nor can one cause them to pause, nor make them retreat. The fulfillment of end-time prophecies is unfolding as I speak. Extreme humbling times will prove to be times of refinement for Yasharal, for those who seek to obey and do the will of the Almighty Father. It will be a time of coming away. There will be times of purging wickedness from our ranks. It will be times where we will face quick and difficult decisions regarding leaving or purging family members, close friends, work colleagues, associates, neighbors, family, whether it be paternal or spiritual. There will be times when we must walk away, my brothers and sisters, and we will make quick and difficult decisions as end times become intense. Humbling times are coming. We will witness repentance as we are reproved and disciplined, as we identify our mistakes. We will come to know the power of the atonement, the shed blood of the Lamb of Yahushua Messiah. We will come to know what it means to be led and guided by the set-apart Spirit that the Almighty Father Yahuwah sent in Yahushua's name. Next question: is there any advice you are willing to give regarding how one can be assured that they know how to handle quick and difficult decisions? My recommendation would be to establish an earnest mind, body, and soul to pursue the will of the Almighty Father Yahuwah. For he knows all, sees all. He knows the very intent of the mind, of the soul, of the spirit. Except that the Almighty Father Yahuwah sent his set-apart Spirit in Yahushua's name to teach us and remind us. Pray, study, pray some more, and fervently seek to understand the true meaning of discernment, which is when the Spirit of Yahushua uncovers, reveals, and makes known. Become committed to responding with precision as you mature in your relationship with the Spirit of Yahushua. Be mindful that the Almighty Father Yahuwah was sent. The Almighty Father Yahuwah sent his word manifest in the flesh in the person of Yahushua. It is at Yahushua's name that he will speak through us. Keep in mind that the Almighty Yahuwah has spoken in times past, has caused the mouth of a donkey to be opened. And it is said, if necessary, he will make the stones cry out. And if he chooses as well, he will speak through us one towards another. We have seen countless examples, whether it be a prophet or someone that the Most High chooses to speak through. Remember, we are the living vessels of the Most High. Remember, the Most High Father has in times past used chosen leaders to direct the footsteps of Yasharal. And so will we witness in the coming days, now and in the coming days. Chosen leaders will rise up, back with proof from the Almighty Father Yahuwah through Yahushua Messiah's Spirit. For some, we will bear witness, our spirit bearing witness to their spirit, or should I say, the Spirit of Yahushua working in us one towards another. Proof will come in many ways, shapes, and form, and it will be clear as to the origin of such proof. Failure to acknowledge the processes in which the Almighty Father has established will cause us to stumble and fall. My brothers and sisters, we are to commune with the Spirit of Yahushua. If we cannot come to accept that, it put many, us as well as many, at risk of making the wrong decisions and following after possibly wicked influences. Asking questions, more questions, and additional questions with the expectations of answers is as one seeking. It demonstrates the desire to know, the desire to discover answers. Remember, scriptures inform us that if we seek him, that indeed the Almighty Father will draw close to us if we draw close to him. Let us come to realize the presence of the Spirit of Yahushua. Another question: what types of proof do you believe will come to convince one that they have managed quick and difficult decisions correctly as guided by the Spirit of Yahushua? I believe there will be a rise in individuals discovering the power of true discernment. I also believe scriptures will come alive more so now going forward than ever before. More than anything, I am compelled to believe extreme humbling times are coming, and they are coming in the form of challenges to find fresh water and food, challenges dealing with pestilence and disease, determining what group is the correct group to join in or form. Forced migrations, forced transitions will be a major hurdle to contend with during these times. Deciding who we will journey with versus who will be left behind or possibly purged from our ranks. Identifying true chosen leaders. Adapting and adjusting along the journey until a final destination is reached. Knowing how to navigate through massive congestion, chaos, civil unrest, economic collapse, violence, increased death, and more will pose a challenge as well as end times become intense to those who are dragging their feet. These and many more extreme conditions, such as natural and man-made disasters, along with wars and fighting, will add to humbling times ahead for Yasharal. There is no escape from such conditions, except for physical death, in or by following the living directions from the Most High Father Yahuwah that will come through his set-apart spirit sent in Yahushua's name. For he will direct us, those who he have chosen for his esteem, to a safe place. I will pause right here, my brothers and sisters, and ask that you stay tuned as we continue with part 2 of this segment, Quick and Difficult Decisions. So stay tuned for part 2 as we continue. Shalom, shalom, shalom.